Hello and welcome to Alejandro HD. Tonight I wanted to do something a little bit different, as I always say. Tonight I wanted to look at undiscovered or sort of underground rap artists. Tonight we're looking at King Gordy. Now, to those of you who know who King Gordy is, you know who King Gordy is. To those who don't, King Gordy is quite sort of low ground rap artist, but he's very, very good. I rate him highly. He's a horrorcore artist. Horrorcore sort of is a bit like death metal, but you can actually understand the lyrics. Horrorcore is usually got some like lyrics of really like bad things, you know, despair, sort of emotion, a lot of graphic stuff. And King Gordy, I believe, in my opinion, King Gordy is one of the best. So we're gonna check this out. It's called Nobody Hates Nothing. Like I said at the start, like it's very, it's quite jarring, quite raw. Stuff usually is. This is off the album The Entity. Now I haven't actually heard Nobody Hates Nothing. I have heard another one. It was called Time to Die. Now Time to Die is really, really dark, and when I heard Time to Die, I just couldn't bring myself to actually do a reaction video for it. Obviously, because I'd listened to it before, but it's more so that it's just not for the audience, you know. So we're going to break it down. We're going to analyze the lyrics. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to talk about it because I just think that guys like King Gordy, as much as they are a bit brutal, a bit they sort of say what they feel. It's not for the mainstream audience, but I think they deserve to be listened to because they are important. So we're just going to go ahead and crack on with King Gordy. I'm going to be pausing intermittently. We're going to be talking about the lyrics. We're going to keep going. Apologies for that. This is going to look a little bit strange because I went to click on to start the video and I actually clicked to stop recording. So, oops, sorry. Anyway, here we go. I'll splice it later, so it's going to look good. Of course, there's no video, so we just have to listen to the lyrics. Nobody wants you, they're all gonna laugh at you. Cause in reality, everybody hates your guts. Yeah, they hate your guts. I never loved you, even though I know that you love me. Ooh, Gordy and Nothin, Gordy and Nothin, Gordy and Nothin. Yeah.
Nobody loves me. Nobody likes me. Why am I rhyming? Ain't nobody going by me.
Yeah. So like I said at the start of the video, we're going to see a lot of this. We're going to see a lot of sadness. We're going to see a lot of self-pity almost, but it's just how it is. King Gordy, like I say, one of the best horrorcore writers I've ever heard, and I've listened to quite a lot of this sort of genre.
Can't even get nobody. No woman wants to hold me. I'm lonely. I'm a big nobody. Nobody smokes with me neither. Nobody's there to put five. I get high off of my own reefer. Nobody to chill with. Get tipsy when I get really killed fifths. Ain't nobody with me.
Yeah, more of the same. I think this is quite nice. Nice in a sense. It's like quite melancholic. For what I've heard of King Gordy and his sort of music, that he sort of refers to himself as, almost Shakespearean in a sense, but in his own way, which is nice.
Ain't got nobody to slide with me. I got a cutlass on 20s, nobody rides with me. Kenny coated with the loud sounds. Don't nobody give a fuck, cause I'm the nobody around town. Don't even beef with nobody. I'm nobody to beef with. I got heat with nobodies on them. Can't even sell on my corner. Things walk by me like they ain't see nobody. Guess they ain't want them.
There's the chorus. Nobody loves you. They're all going to laugh at you. It's a shame, but I think it's kind of almost satirical in a sense because obviously King Gordy in his real life doesn't actually feel like this. I think, but we see this sort of sadness, this sort of it's exemplified through his lyrics. Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of The Entity, so I know exactly how this sort of thing is. Like, say, Time to Die was really brutal. That's brutal. I never loved you even though you know you love me.
I used to hate myself. I hated everything about me. I hated everything that breathed around me. But I'm also the most hated. When I roll on chrome, they so hate it. Which one of y'all got the most hatred? Can't get a record deal. Major labels hate me. Hate I got no sex appeal. That's what.
See, what he does there, sorry for pausing, but what he does there is he uses like hatred, hate, hate, hate. You see that? It brings up a lot. And the way that he uses that word is so, like, it's so much his style. Like, if you listen to other King Gordy songs, like, you'll see that he uses the same word and sort of twists it around quite a lot, which is really interesting. Not a lot of rappers do that these days.
When no ladies that date me. Plus lately the mother of my baby's been somewhat crazy, claiming that she never loved me. Oh bitch, quit hating. I just
Hating again.
hit that a week ago. Now you see me wig a chick and you become a hater. Swing and hit the hoe. You got too much hate in your heart. I've seen this before. Once the hating in you starts, it just eats at your soul. Will the hatred in you stop? I think not. Until you drop all your hater ways, put down the Haterade and drink pop.
So this is really interesting. I actually would consider this, like, if you're an English teacher, you should actually, like, let a class listen to this above the age of 16, because it's so powerful, and the words that they use is, you know, like I said, like Shakespearean. Okay, maybe not Shakespearean, but you know, it's very, you know, it's the imagery I think is the most important thing with King Gordy.
I classify you as a hate monger. It makes me wonder if anybody ever told you that they loved you or hugged you.
And again, back to the chorus, but really nice. It's nice as well. It's kind of like you can vibe to it, but you know it's sad.
I guess I'll never be nothing. They say nothing from nothing leaves nothing. I'm blind, I sees nothing. My mind perceives nothing. I'm racing, running into nothing. Slinging, trying to make me something I got nothing.
See, there we go again. I mean, we had hate in the second verse, and then in the third verse we've got nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. And that's really, really, really good writing. Good writing. Like, people would maybe say it's a bit repetitive, but I'd say it's more as like, it's really, it's like imagery. It brings out a lot of what he's trying to say in the song, and I really enjoy that.
Nothing ever goes my way. You try fucking me, it's nothing. The shit you took was nothing anyway.
See?
Or maybe I was just never nothing to you. Like our friendship meant nothing and I never did nothing for you. Evidently I've been nothing since the beginning. From out the womb until my funeral, I'll be nothing until the ending. I never wanted nothing. Then again, nothing ever wanted me. Now we are a couple. Two nothings married happily.
Another thing that King Gordy does, I've said imagery. I've said, you know, like how he tries, like, it's almost like he's having a breakdown in the song itself. It's like, he's like, nothing, nothing, nothing. And he's talking about his relationship breaking down, and he's talking about like things just not going his way, and it's so powerful. It's like a 4-minute song, but it really, really sort of tells you like the story of a tortured soul, and that's exactly what King Gordy does. Like, I mean, it's an act. I mean, you know, I really hope it's an act. You know, I hope he isn't going home and like, you know, this is really happening to him. Like, I hope he's fine. But for what he's trying to do, it really works with the song. It really expresses his emotion.
Until she divorces me, ending it horribly, and she leaves me with nothing. Oh, it's just so sad to see. I'm such a nothing, everybody laughs at me.
And there you go, we goes like crying. That's really, like I say at the start, it's all about imagery with this guy. And I think he's such a slept on artist. A lot of people don't recognise him, and it's a shame because I think his lyrics are very controversial. I think what he does is very controversial, and I think what he brings to the scene is very controversial. But all of that being said, like, he deserves to be listened to. And you can vibe to it. I mean, it's not a good thing to vibe to. Like, the lyrics are not good, but that's the point. So yeah. a shame. So yeah, so King Gordy, I think that's the end of it. It's just gonna, yeah, King Gordy, really, really, really good horrorcore artist. I mean, he's collaborated with Bizarre from D12 a lot, and I love Bizarre from D12. I think Bizarre from D12 is a complete nut job, and I'm going to definitely be doing some stuff on Bizarre because Bizarre is just crazy. But you know, he's, oh, yeah, and you know, it's just, I think he needs to have more exposure. I know from what I know, he was involved way back in the day, actually in 8 Mile. So if you ever watched 8 Mile, there obviously the Eminem movie, there's a scene between Eminem, Eminem's character Beat Rabbit, and the producer guy, Wink. So Wink and Rabbit are on the way to the bus stop because Rabbit's going to have his job. And there's a scene where he talks about big thing, so big something, you know, got him out of flipping burgers at Big Mickey D's, and now he's a rapper. And that's actually who they're talking about. They're talking about King Gordy. So even back in 2002, King Gordy was making music. I mean, he wasn't a big thing back then. He was, you know, small, very small time, and he only sort of broke into the scene a lot with, you know, like later songs and later albums. But you know, like, take nothing away from it. He's a very, very good writer. But he's so committed to his own style. He's so committed to the horrorcore that you're not going to see him on mainstream at all. But he does do a lot of collaborations with Bizarre from D12, and I'm going to be doing hopefully doing a lot of videos on him, and he will be appearing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. This is my analysis on King Gordy and the song Nobody Hates Nothing. Thank you very much for watching.